Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Math 30-2, Chapter 6, Lesson 3, Solving Exponential Equations. The objectives today: 1. Determine the solution of an exponential equation in which the bases are powers of one another. And 2. Determine the solution of an exponential equation where the bases are not powers of one another. So, equation and powers. Now, here you have to recall the exponential laws. Multiplication, a to the n times a to the n equals a to the n plus n. So 7 squared times 7 cubed is 7 to the 2 plus 3 power, or 7 to the 5. You have to remember that. Now that's the first on your formula sheet. Actually, my apologies. The exponent laws are not on your formula sheets. You have to remember these. Anyway. The second one, division. A to the n divided by a to the n. So 5 cubed 8 divided by 5 squared divided by 8 squared. You subtract your exponent, so it becomes 5 cubed 8 minus 2 and 5 cubed 6 pounds. Okay? Now the third one, power. A to the n to the n, so 3, 4 squared is, power to power, you multiply the exponent, so it's 4 times 2, or 3 to the 8. And you'll notice I'm leaving it as 3 to the 8. Okay. Now, remember that, we'll come back to it in a minute. Now, a negative exponent, this screws up some people. 5 to the minus 2, that's 1 over. You flip it, it becomes 1 over 5 squared. Okay? Now, think about it for a minute. If I go like 2 to the minus 1, that becomes 1 half. Or 1 over 2 to the 1 half. Okay, so be careful about that. A negative exponent screws a lot of people up. The other thing that people have trouble with is a fraction exponent. 1 over a to the n is the nth root of a. So 27 1/3. That's the cube root of 27. By the way, you should know that's true. If you don't worry about it. We'll deal with it later. Now, a better and more confusing example. 8 to the 1 half. That is the square root of 8. Notice we don't normally write in the square root because we're lazy. Okay? So far, so good? Now notice fractions and negatives. Remember that when we go back to the powers. So if I go, let me see. Oh yes. Say 4 cubed to the 1 half. That is 4 to the 3 halves power. So I should show you that step. 3 and a half is 4. And I would write it like that for 3 halves. And yes, if you grab Mr. Calculator, that's 4 to the 1.5, but please leave it as a fraction. Because if you leave it as a fraction, you can see this is 4 cubed. So the square root of 4 cubed, which I think is a lot easier than 4 to the 1.5 power. Okay? So I expect you to remember all these rules, because most of today's lesson is this: solving exponents, or solving exponential equations. So remember, if the bases are the same, then the exponents are identical. So this first one right here, 5 to the 3 minus 2x equals 5 to the minus x. The bases are the same, then the exponents are the same. So 3 to the 3 minus 2x equals minus 5. So minus x. Oh, I'm sorry, gentlemen and ladies, I'm getting old. The exponent is minus x. Can we solve that? Yes. How would we do that? Well, we get all our x's on one side. Might add x, 2x to both sides, so this becomes 3 equals x. Or 1x if you want to be picky. I don't want to. Now, remember the bases are the same, the exponents are the same. So, there's 2a equals 2 minus 3a. I'm going to pause the recording and you guys solve this one for me, okay? So I'll come back and we compare answers. Okay. I got a equals 2. And notice what I did was I decided to put on the a's on the left side. Notice what I tried to do is get my a and my x and I'm going to go positive. I have half. So I got 8 and a on the left side and 2 on the right side. So far so good? Yeah, that's most of the lesson. But of course I'm going to get a little bit of a proof. So I'll give you something like 16 equals 2 to the x, and you're going, what? 16 and 2 are the same, but, well, actually they have similar bases. Let me show you. Don't be correct, so my apologies. I'll show you the calculator here. Y equals here. Now, 2 power x. I want to show you that because look at the table. We're looking 2 to what power? 2 to the 0 is 1. 2 to the 1 is 2. 2 squared is 4. 2 cubed is 8. 2 to the 4 is 16. You see that? It's 2 to the 4 equals 2 to the x. Okay? So then 4 equals x. Now, I want you guys to look at the next one. 2 to the x plus 2 equals 8. So, 8 is what power of 2? That's right there on the calculator, so I left it up. 2 to the power of 3. So can you solve that? Yes, you can. This is x plus 2 equals 3. Alright, I know I'm going kind of fast, I apologize. But all of this is using the exponents. And of course, you have to find the common base. So we're going to do a bunch of these. Now, I'll do these two with you, then I'll set you up to do a few more, and then I'm going to be quiet and let you work on a bunch of them on your own. Now, as I said, setting up is a hard part. Alright, anyway, 3 to the x minus 2 is 3 to the square root. Oh, sorry, square root of 3. How can I rewrite that as a nice exponent? Well, what did I just say about square roots? Yes, square root is a power of 1/2. So it's 3 to the 1/2. Okay. Now the other one over here, 2 to 2x plus 1, we are multiplying. So what happens when we multiply exponents? When we multiply, we add the exponents. Okay. First rule right here. Let's go back. So this will be 2x plus 1 plus 2. Now, 16 is what? Right over here, you'll notice 2 to the 4 is 16. So once you get these bases the same, they're easy to solve. Now, I'm going to pause the recording. I want you to solve these and tell me what the values for x are. We will come back and compare answers. Okay? Okay, welcome back. Now, x minus 2 equals 1/2. So I add 2 to both sides. So the purple one on the left. So then x equals 2.5 or 2.5. Now, let me just show you something. Here. Now, if I go 2 plus 1 divided by 2, I get 2.5. So you can make this 2.5 or 2.5, but I have shown you. Let me go second. Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. My apologies. Hit the math button. Fraction. it will turn your decimal into a fraction 5 halves. Now, I would rather you read it as 5 halves than 25. Surprising, I'm not that picky right now. Now, for the blue one, notice, circled in red here, it's plus 1 plus 2, which becomes plus 3. So that's 2x plus 3 equals 4. I drop the bases. I subtract the 3 from both sides. I get 2x equals 1. So that's the 2x is a half. Now, there's a bunch more we're going to practice on. If you've got this, great. Let's go on to the next video. If not, watch this video again, and note how I keep typing on about the same basis. Okay? If you got that, everything's golden. Good luck. See you next week.